If you have neck pain, then I have exactly the 2 right Liebscher and Bracht exercises for you, which offer good chances to get rid of it. I have Renee here with me. You can follow along. Renee shows, and I'll explain it to you. You can start right away. The exercises take exactly the 10 minutes of the video. Start by standing upright and keep your head straight, then turn it 45 degrees to the left. 45 degrees is exactly half of the 90 degrees angle, which is important for the correct muscles that are stretched in the process. And then you pull down the shoulder where you are looking, namely to the left, bend the arm for that, and pull the shoulder down really far, and take the right hand over the head and somewhat backwards, so that you are not too far forward, so that it does not rotate back. And once you've done that, the stretching begins. Straighten your back again. Now pull your chin towards the larynx and pull your head forward, down to the right, diagonally.
Chin to larynx, Roland, is that what it's called?
Chin to larynx.
Does that mean to have a double chin just a little bit?
Yes, exactly. Or even a triple chin.
A triple chin.
And then you notice that the stretching becomes more pronounced, and then you feel the stretching at the back left of the neck. Then you breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply, and gradually increase that more and more.
What does that mean? Increase?
Always increase the stretching a little bit more so that it is still bearable. So you have to feel it. It should still be a comfortable pain, positively perceived. Breathe nicely. Always pull a little further while exhaling. Stay like that while inhaling, and then you will notice exactly what is happening there after a while. And now our strength training is incorporated into the exercise. Renee, concentrate. Now pull your head in this direction, backwards, up, left, but hold it firmly. Build up some strength, some tension. Relax again and continue to stretch.
So I press against it, right?
The head pulls and you hold it tight. The head pulls back here, relaxes again and continues into the stretch. And then you'll notice each time a bit more is possible. Again, you pull against it to bring strength into the new length of the muscles. Relax again and stretch further. Inhale deeply 2 to 3 times. Exhale deeply and slowly release. How does it feel?
Yes, quite intense.
Intensity is very, very important because the stretch must be so intense that your body realizes it needs to make a change. Now we do the same, straighten to the other side again, and now turn the head 45 degrees to the right, but not the torso. The torso remains still. That's a potential mistake. The body shouldn't twist. The head should turn 45 degrees in relation to the body. Then you pull down the right shoulder and raise the hand here calmly because it tightens the muscles so you can pull down better. Take the left hand over the head, stay straight, and now always first touch the chin. Then you will notice directly that there is a bit more tension here, and now pull forward, down, left 45 degrees down, and then you will feel the stretch here in the back, right in that strand. By the way, we are working on a really tense muscle here. We keep finding that the muscles are particularly tight back here, and that's exactly where we pull. Here on the other side, the breathing also starts again. You breathe in nicely, and as you exhale, you pull a little further. Pull your chin back a little bit from time to time exactly. Then you will notice immediately that it tightens more. Keep your shoulders low, stay straight, and keep your chin in. Those are always the 3 things that are very, very important to target so that the exercise can have a good effectiveness. Take a deep breath, go a little further down while exhaling. And now, during our strength training, you tense your head in this direction here, but hold it firmly, hold it tight, tense it back, relax again, and now you notice you can pull a little further. Now the muscle there learns, the tissue learns to give way there and counter tense in my direction, but do not let the head move. Relax again and pull further. Take a deep breath again and exhale. You always go a bit further. That's the point. That's the point. A big step and slowly release. That's the point of tensing. You'll notice afterward that if you've tensed and then relax, the stretch goes much further because the muscle learns. That's how we say it. Tensing and then releasing affects positively your neck because the neck feels more comfortable with relaxed muscles. That's something we repeatedly observe. And now we do the following. You stay sitting up straight, but now we go in the opposite direction. And that is, you now please take one index finger to the forehead, one index finger to the chin. Yes, so you can understand well how your head is moving now because the goal is for the head to keep going backward, to be hyperextended. But very, very important, no, not that. Very important at the beginning to pull the chin towards the larynx and overall move the chin and forehead back in parallel. How am I supposed to go back with my forehead? Well, by simply continuing backwards, but only just now the chin has already lifted. Yes, that should not be. There's a point now where you can't go further back without lifting the head so that the chin rises. You have to find that point first, and now let the chin come up a bit, and then you'll notice you can slowly go back a bit. Ah, yes, okay, oh yes. Now you always hold right at the limit, but that is also intense. That's intense. Don't overdo it. Still, make sure it's just bearable, and with the backward movement, it's often unfamiliar, so you can be a bit more cautious. Yes, very slowly, always a bit further, and at some point, the chin has to come up. There's no other way. Then you can release it and lean nicely so that you don't move the torso backward and keep going back with the head. The goal should be that the back of your head rests on the neck, yes, but do not stretch if it is not possible for you at all, because you have to practice that first. But you will notice how it has a very soothing effect when you come out of this position. So it's worth going in there. Yes, always a little further, and now start rolling very, very gently with the forehead forward. So counter-pressing. Yes, but pressing is already too strong of a term. Yes, I would say pushing back. Yes, pushing back a little so that you have a counterforce. Then let go again. Go a little further back. You notice it's very unusual, right? And you have to listen carefully to yourself so that it definitely still feels positive. Yes, do it slowly like we always do. And limit the pain, the stretching pain, so that it never becomes negative. It can be noticeable, but it must not be negative, and then you slowly go out again, now feel in, also feel at home. It's interesting, right? So what's interesting is that you always have these little bursts of motivation by realizing that you're making progress and can do even more. I find that incredibly motivating. On the other hand, I often deceive myself, I have to admit honestly. Why? Well, because I notice that when I have you with me, you say, there it hits, a bit further there. You have to build up the confidence, both at home and with Renee here. It comes more and more with each practice. Whenever you repeat, you become more confident. Aha, that feels somehow strange. Ah, now it's better. The next time a little bit better. Yes. And that's how you gain more and more confidence in doing this exercise. And now I have another special surprise. And that is stretching your neck while resting. Take a neck savior or a few books of the corresponding height and place the skull line at the back, the lower edge of the skull, and simply let yourself hang. And maybe read a little, listen to music, whatever. In any case, while you relax, you can get a nice stretch. And if you want to increase the stretch a little bit more, then you take both arms and stretch them and let them hang down a little bit, and then you will notice you have even more stretch in this area. You have to be careful not to fall asleep because it relaxes you completely. If you feel good after the exercise, why not share it? Share the video with many people who also have neck pain, and I suspect you'll get excellent feedback from many people saying, yes, this helps. If people, including yourself, are doing such exercises, not just these but others from us, and they don't seem to be effective, please consult a doctor to clarify whether there might be something else going on. Otherwise, have a lot of fun practicing. Please share it, as mentioned, and I have something else for you, our pain guide for the neck. There, you can read everything again. Click here above and there you will receive it by email. Until next time.